what's the most important part of your presentation, your proposal? Yeah, you guessed it. Have you? It is the opening. We've talked about a wow opening and a wow ending, but the opening is the obviously most important part. And probably one of the better questions to capture the minds of your buyer is, has your insurance program worked out like you hoped it would? The word hoped is important because that's an emotional term. And if you just put that on the table to start with, you'll get an understanding, because most producers, most of us, just go in and start asking questions with little conversation about a personal conversation to start. But you want to get to the body of your presentation, your first appointment. Has your insurance program worked out the way you hoped it would? And then if you don't ask what your buyer wants from their insurance program, you don't know where to take them. What is it that they want from their program? Now, if they say price, that's expected. So how are you going to answer that? Well, sure, every good business person wants to get the best deal for their insurance. And we believe that too. And you know, the insurance company sets those costs. And when we go to them, we want to walk away a winner. Now, you've heard this in other wisdom letters, but that's so important that you set the stage that you want to walk away a winner. And here's what it's going to take. And let's talk a little bit about that. You don't want to talk about saving money, because we've already put that on the table because the buyer said that. And you say, well, you go to the insurance company to do that. But when you do start that way, you sound just like every other salesperson. And what we want to do here is change the conversation. Always change the conversation. If you said it before more than 5 times, don't say it again. Or change the way you say it. Or be unique. Be surprising. Make the buyer perk up to what you're saying. It's okay to be silent. It's okay to pound the table. It's okay to stand up. And it's better to stand up and walk around with your buyer. You heard that in a few wisdom letters ago. It's important to be different. How many of you really know what your buyer has hoped for their insurance before you go in? If you can discover that beforehand, you can go right to the point that they're looking for when you start. And that's strong, because they're engaged then, but 10 minutes later they may not be engaged unless you brought them back by slapping the table or softening your voice or talking louder, modulating your voice. You have to keep your buyer engaged, not making it hokey, but making it realistic for how you perceive that buyer buys. We'll talk about it some more. See ya.